Hey everybody, it's Matt Feury from Avid here at NAB 2024. You know, the great thing about NAB is you get to meet a lot of new people, but it's also great because you get to see a lot of your old friends. One of my old friends is here, Eric Johnson from Trailblazer Studios. Eric, for the folks at home, before we get into the whole NAB thing, tell us a little bit about Trailblazer and what you do there.
Sure. Trailblazer Studios is a production, post, and sound company located in Raleigh, North Carolina, of all places. Usually surprises folks, but Raleigh's a great place to live, and we feel fortunate to be able to do the work we do in a location like Raleigh, North Carolina.
And what do you do there?
I head up the audio department, so music and sound is my area of focus, and then also engagement, so just building relationships with the fine folks at Avid and filmmakers and production companies and that sort of thing.
Okay, so knowing all that coming into the show, what things were you looking to see here, questions you were looking to have answered?
Sure. It's been interesting. I was reflecting this morning. My first NAB was in 1990, the year they did it in Atlanta. And I was kind of entering the industry at the time. Specifically at that time, I was beginning to look at the digital audio workstation situation, at which point we had things like the Synclavier and Fairlight, and many of those things were, six figures and above. So I felt like perhaps I'd never be able to, be involved with that sort of technology. But I would go to those sessions and just take notes with the hope that in the future something would appear that would be more in my price range, but I would know it's the right thing based on the features I had noted. And honestly, a year later, Pro Tools came out, not then an Avid product,
right.
But it's just been interesting to see the evolution of that product over this amount of time. I don't want to say the number of years because that dates me and you.
No, don't do that. And Las Vegas is the last place anybody usually does any reflecting, but it's good to know you're doing that.
Sure.
I know that you're always thinking about the next generation, and mentoring is a concept not too far from you at all times. What are you seeing when you start working with the next generation of film and TV makers? What's new with them? Like, what are they looking for? What are they concerned about as they try and enter the industry?
They're concerned about work. They're concerned about
we're all concerned about
jobs.
that.
And specifically, again, I'm an audio guy, but editing is important to me as well. And I feel it's extremely important for folks entering the industry to understand all platforms, including Media Composer. And I find that many schools don't provide that for the students. And so that's something that I try to put the word out, but also I know Avid is doing a good job of reaching out to students as well, regardless if their curriculum offers it. I personally try to encourage them to get Media Composer. It's available for free, learn it on your own, do some online training, but it's critical to have that in your toolbox. It's not all or nothing, but definitely a tool that I think editors should be aware of.
Well, speaking for myself, I'm very grateful that we have you in our corner. Eric, it's always good to see you. That's what I look forward to NAB. I don't get to see you enough, so NAB is always good for that. So thank you for dropping by.
Sure thing. Always pleasure to see you.
All right. So to see more of our friends here at NAB, stay tuned to Avid's social media channels. Until then, this is Matt Feury. I'll see you next time.